You have been lied to about your back. Not by accident, by an industry that profits from complexity, from machines that isolate a single muscle while your entire posterior chain goes completely untrained. From gym memberships you need to walk through a door just to pull a cable. Here is the truth. The widest, most powerful backs in recorded human history were built without a single piece of equipment, and the mechanism behind that width has nothing to do with how much weight you move. It has everything to do with how long your muscles stay under tension. That principle is called time under tension. Think of it like wringing out a wet towel. The longer you keep twisting, the more water comes out. Your muscle fibers work the same way. The longer they stay contracted against resistance, the more motor units your nervous system is forced to activate. Motor units are the electrical switches in your brain that turn muscle fibers on. Most people only ever activate about 30 to 40% of them during a standard rep. Isometric holds at the right angle can push that closer to 70. This is why your back stays flat. Not because you lack equipment, because you have never forced it to contract deeply enough, long enough, to trigger the full recruitment cascade. Your latissimus dorsi is the muscle responsible for the V-taper. It runs from the back of your upper arm all the way down to your lower spine and hip. It is the broadest muscle in the human body. When it develops fully, it pushes your arms out from your sides even at rest. That visual width is not fat or genetics. It is the lat spreading beneath the skin. The problem is, the lat is neurologically lazy. Your brain has spent years underusing it. Pulling exercises help, but most people's arms do the majority of the work. The biceps and forearms take over before the lats ever reach peak contraction. The result is bigger arms on a flat, undeveloped back. The fix is isometric scapular retraction with lat engagement. Here is exactly what that means in plain English. You pull your shoulder blades together and down as if you were trying to squeeze a pencil between them. Then you think about pushing your elbows toward your hips, as if someone had tied a rope to each elbow and was pulling them straight down to the floor. No movement. Just intention. Just sustained, directed contraction. Hold that for 45 seconds. Release for 15. That is one round. Do this, lying face down with your arms slightly out to your sides, thumbs pointed up toward the ceiling. This position, called the prone Y hold, places your lats at a mechanically disadvantaged angle, which sounds like a weakness, but is actually the point. Mechanically disadvantaged means the muscle has to work harder just to maintain the contraction. This accelerates the fiber recruitment process. The second hold is the dead hang variation. Find any overhead surface you can grip, a door frame, a sturdy beam, anything. Jump to a dead hang and instead of pulling up, think only about depressing your shoulder blades, pulling them away from your ears, creating space in your neck. Your body will barely move. But deep inside your back, along the entire length of the lat, something will be switching on that most people have never felt. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. That burning, deep, aching sensation is your nervous system finally accessing the muscle it has been ignoring. The third method requires nothing but a wall and awareness. Stand with your back flat against a wall, arms at your sides. Press the backs of your hands into the wall and push outward, as if you were trying to push the walls apart with the back of your hands. Keep your arms straight. Nothing moves. But you will feel your lats fire immediately. This is called an irradiation drill. The tension created at the extremity radiates inward along the muscle chain, forcing the lats to contract without any external load at all. Now for implementation. This protocol takes 11 minutes. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That is all you need. Prone, Y hold, 2 rounds of 45 seconds with 15 seconds rest. Dead hang scapular depression, 3 rounds of 25 seconds, 10 seconds rest. Wall irradiation, 2 rounds of 30 seconds per side. In 6 weeks, if you do nothing else, you will notice your shirts fitting differently across the upper back, not because of hypertrophy alone, because your nervous system has learned to keep that muscle contracted even at rest. A well-trained lat holds tension even when you are standing still. That is the difference between a body that looks powerful and one that simply looks like it goes to the gym. You were told you needed rows, cables, and lat pull-downs. What you actually needed was 11 minutes, a wall, and the knowledge that your back has been waiting to turn on this entire time. Now you cannot unknow that.